Okay, so this will be the first property. I'm actually kind of giving you a little perspective. I know you're in Texas, so I'll give you a little perspective of where this house is and how close it is to the highway. We're driving up I-75. This is the exit right here to New Tampa. Right now we're 3.9 miles from the property, so probably by the time we get off this highway, it'll be 3 miles from the highway. So that's a nice thing. Tampa Palms is one of the first subdivisions in New Tampa, so they have basically a lot of land locked up around the highway, which is like I said, really convenient to get to the highway. So right now we're 3.5 miles from the property. You can see now once we get off the highway, we'll go left. Most of New Tampa is actually to the right. But if you go left, like we are going, we're heading more towards USF. So you had mentioned USF, and this is definitely the closest subdivision, nice subdivision to USF. As you get close to USF, it's an older, more developed area, and there are, rental properties for students and just other types of stuff. Not that it's all bad, but there's just lesser expensive units and homes as you get closer to the college. This area was really very rural up until the 90s, and now it's developed into an area that has good schools and nice subdivisions. Most of them are gated. Most of them have amenities and stuff of that nature. So what I'll do is we have 6 properties, so I'll shoot a video for each one individually, trying to give you a little bit of the neighborhood as well, just so you can get just a little bit of perspective to the house and the neighborhood. So right now we are 3 miles from the property. Kind of a dreary day for Florida. Usually it's blue skies. Yesterday was a pretty bad storm, really windy. I'm just glad that I wasn't shooting these videos yesterday. It would have been a little more rough. So you can see there's some hotels and stuff right off the highway. No surprise there. There's a storage place. Down here is all your commercial, your restaurants, grocery stores, stuff like that. Not that there isn't some to the left as well, but there's kind of a bigger amount of them down this way. Quite the long light. There we go. No sooner do I complain than the light goes green. Now Tampa Palms is on both sides of this road. This is Bruce B. Downs, so there is Tampa Palms on the north side and the south side. And while I feel all of them are nice, there are some people that live in Tampa Palms who will say one side is better than the other. And I'm trying to remember which side is better, because I've been to both sides and there's not a significant difference. I want to say the south side is better, by this one person's opinion. His first house is on the south side, so. But I don't want to put that in your head, because all of Tampa Palms is nice. There's a sign for Tampa Palms. It seems like Tampa Palms is huge. I mean, you can drive down this road for 4 or 5 minutes and see a couple entrances into Tampa Palms on both sides. So they really claimed a lot of land when they started developing. Like we just saw that Tampa Palms sign is that going to go? We still have another 1.5 miles before we go to this subdivision. And Tampa Palms, because it is so big, there are parts that are gated. Here's another sign for Tampa Palms. Like I said, some parts of Tampa Palms are gated, like inside the subdivision, but a lot of parts are not. Tampa Palms also has 3 large pool areas that you can use if you have a fob and if you're a resident in Tampa Palms. Florida has, and I should say Florida, but some subdivisions have CDDs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that or if you've heard of it. I'll explain it briefly when we're driving to the property. A CDD, it's a community development fee. Also, you can see here they're widening the roads because the traffic has just been so much. They're making this all 3-lane roads. But community development fee is basically a fee that the community took out with investors in order to build the community, and it's paid back over 30 years. Tampa Palms has been around, close to 30 years, 20-something years. And I just spoke to somebody who was a property manager at a condominium in Tampa Palms, and he says that, actually, I'm sorry, it was a resident in Tampa Palms. She said that they just took out a new CDD in order to renovate all of the pool areas and some of the common areas. So, according to her, that's ended and then been reset. It's about $1,000 a year. And I say that off the top of my head. There's like 7 or 8 subdivisions in this area, and they're all different as far as fees and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to have those numbers off the top of my head. But it's not like super high. I've seen CDDs as high as $2,500 a year, but most of them are between $800 and $1,500. And then some places don't have a CDD, but they have a higher HOA, homeowners association. So I've seen it that way as well. There's one community called Grand Hampton, really nice community, no CDD, but the HOA is $900 a quarter. So you're going to spend $2,500 just in HOA fees, whereas the other places, your HOA might be, $600 a year or $800 a year. So it's not uncommon in New Tampa between CDDs and HOAs to spend $2,000 to $3,000 a year. It's pretty common. If you're spending less than $2,000, I guess you're doing okay, or maybe you're in a community that doesn't have as many amenities. But it's just part of the territory for this area. But there are some nice communities, and some of these communities are gated with manned security and pools, and there's nice landscaping with ponds and conservation, and so I mean it's a nice area. It's just not everything's free, of course. All right, we are up to our exit. Our major food chain or shopping center and grocery store is called Publix. You can kind of see it through the sign here. So this little amenity center right here would be where you would go to grocery shop if you were to buy a house at this particular area. Like I said, there's Publixes all around. It seems like every 5 or 10 miles. But this would obviously be your closest one for this house. So I think this is the third Tampa Palms entrance I've driven by since we got off the highway. Might be the third and final. I'm not sure how many there are, but Most subdivisions around here, it's just one entrance or one or two entrances. And that's it. But Tampa Palms is huge. Okay. I was actually just here last week with some clients that are here from Boston. So I didn't visit this specific property that we're going to, but I was in this specific subdivision. So we're looking for 15914 Ellsworth. So this is the house that I actually did not send to you. I saw it. I thought the exterior looked beautiful, but the inside looked a little dated. It looks like a nice house, but I left it off my list, and you guys pointed it out. So we'll take a peek at it and see what you think. Alright, when I get inside, I will shoot another video. Bye.